All right, chat. So this is gonna be a quick one, but one of the things that makes me the most sad inside of fighting games is gonna be when fighting games have all of these beautiful stages. I'm talking about like highly detailed stages. Even like if you have a camera mod and you take these things and you fly them out and you see like the amount of detail in the background of these stages and stuff that's going on. You got some really cool stages inside of fighting games, man. But some of them you just can't play on. A lot of people still don't know that a lot of fighting games back in the day and even still till today have net play stages, meaning some of the stages don't function as well online. They have lag that happens to the stages. So maybe some of the lag spikes that you're experiencing, or maybe that button that you swear you pressed, that throw you swear you tech, probably got eaten up by the stage that you like so much, the stage that you're playing on. And that's why you see certain things with the stages. So if you don't know, Guilty Gear is one of those games. So Guilty Gear has A-OK stages and little lag and very lag stages, as you can see. So this was tested a while back. This is back in June 24. So I don't know if they made any changes to the game as far as like making any more stages like not laggy. I'm pretty sure they didn't from all the patch notes that I've seen. But yeah, we have some net play stages in the game that people actually don't know. Like May stage is one of the worst defenders in the game, but people still play there. May players, I swear every May player plays on auto. They have that song and they go to their stage, I swear. But yeah, so the top are the AOKs, and then the other one, I'm very surprised that the snow stage is actually okay, because I'm gonna show you another example of a snow stage that's not okay at all, or at least didn't used to be okay. But yeah, so this is a prime example of stage lag inside of fighting games that some people just aren't aware of, and it goes hand in hand with people back in the day, especially with certain games. Do not skip the intros, you know, but some games are starting to have more pre-rendered cutscenes. It allows for the actual cutscenes to be skipped, and you can get into the matches much faster. Guilty Gear is a good example of that. Now, if you've been playing BlazBlue, you know this stage was nearly impossible to play on before the rollback patch. If you saw this stage, you knew you was about to have a lag fest. You knew you was about to start seeing snow. It was about to be a slideshow. You knew that's what it was going to be. It is what it is, bro. When you saw this stage, you was like, oh no, he did not pick the snow stage. This is one of the worst defending stages inside BlazBlue. At the moment with the rollback patch, it feels like every stage is playable now, so it can be something that can be fixed within games. I just don't know what the Strive team is doing. I don't know why they're not fixing it or whatever, so all the stages can be playable. It would be really bad, you know, that biking stage comes out and everybody's like, oh, this is the worst stage in the game. It has the worst lag. It has more lag than the May stage, so everybody just don't pick that stage and nobody plays on it, but it's just there, right? So it may be a beautiful stage and then you can't play on it because of lag. That sucks, you know? All this hard work that goes to these stages, all these beautiful stages, and then it's a stage that can't be played. Now, I'm not talking about bad defending stages where it completely changes the way you look at the game. Have you guys ever seen the plane stage in Street Fighter 5? This has to be one of the worst stages I've seen. Like, yes, you're on a plane, but look at the screen. It's so disorienting as far as like where you're going, because it's like, you know, it's sort of tilting and stuff, and it makes it to where like you really don't know where you are on the screen. This has to be one of the worst stages. I think everything banned this stage for sure. Like, this stage is banned. They have like a list of banned Street Fighter 5 stages, but I just knew I didn't know that they were gonna, like, they were banning stages. But when I saw this, I was like, this has to be banned. Like, there's no way you can play on this. There's no way. Absolutely. Like, the background is very distracting. Even in Exard, one of the things I don't like backgrounds that move too much. So there's like in Exard, there was a train stage that was in that game. I hate that stage so much because it's moving too much in the background. It's very distracting. Look what's happening in the back. You're flying through an entire fucking city. Like, it's just super distracting. So yeah, stages like this, I don't know. But you know, Capcom has gone on and like tried to make their Capcom Pro Tour stages, which I think is interesting, to get people to get off training room stage, because training room stage has the less lag out of all the stages. Well, I don't know if it has the least lag, but it definitely has a better experience than other stages we're doing. So they have been making these Capcom Pro Tour stages, which I guess have been doing good as far as their lag input, and they realize how important that is to players and stuff. So they've been making more stages which people could play on also while addressing the lag problem with the stages that they're making. So kudos to that. That's pretty good. Going back to Blaze Blue, if you played the game back in the day before the rollback patch, you guys know this stage, right? You all played on it 25,000, 3,000 times. This is the only stage you probably saw in the game. You saw this stage and maybe you saw Altar once in a while. And training room, even though the training room stage apparently is not that good inside Blaze Blue, but some people use it. Most people tend to think the training room stage inside of fighting games is going to be a good stage, but I believe in this game in particular, the training room stage wasn't that good. So yeah, this game in particular, this is like one of the most used stages. Coliseum Silent is what it's called. And then like I said, Altar was another good one that people use, but there are very few amount of stages that you can actually use inside this game, even though the game has a huge roster of stages. So one of the best things about the netcode or the rollback beta right now is that you have the ability to experience the stages that you never was able to play on. Bro, I'm seeing stages I feel like I've never played on before. I'm like, bro, what is this gear stage, or what is this like completely like dead zone or whatever, where like there's nothing there? That stage actually fucks me over. It's completely crazy. If you've never seen that stage where it's like it looked like there's no walls or nothing, it's like I think it's just like white or whatever. It's crazy. But the point is, chat, you get to experience more stages with the rollback patch of this game, which I think is truly a fascinating and fun thing, enjoyable experience for sure. And trust me, you don't want to go on one of these lag stages and then your match end up looking like this. You don't want that to happen. Like this is where you want to turn the game off for the rest of the day. I'm off the game. I'm done checking connections with my opponent. GG's, no game off. We going to go play some Final Fantasy 14, the retirement home. This is not what I had in mind when I had played fighting games for today. It gets worse too. I've seen worse offenders. So like I said, chat, nothing too crazy for this topic. I just wanted to talk about fighting game stages and my disappointment sometimes and my worry for the future of certain stages that will come out that will look good, probably my favorite stage in the game, and I can't play on it because I'm scared of having a negative impacted experience on the stages. So yeah, hopefully all fighting games could eventually have lagless stages. That will be the ideal situation. Let's hope that happens one day. Who knows what will happen, but yeah, just want to talk about stages real quick. Let me know, of course, YouTube video as always. Let me know how you guys feel about this, how you guys feel about certain stages. You guys just play on any stage, you don't care. A little bit of input lag never hurt nobody. Is like how you guys feel. I typically try to stick to certain stages, me personally, just because I know the experience and I just want the best experience for myself, especially since I play volatile characters like Milia inside the game and Izanami, these little pixies that, you know, either have little defensive options or just die. So I try to play the best stages that I can so I can get the best experience possible for myself. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it. As always, if you like anything to say, drop me a like. I really appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications so your next video goes live. If you're not following Twitch, what are you doing? Follow at /DaikinXDance so you can be part of these live discussions as well. We love to have you. We have a lot of good fighting game discussions as well as playing the games we love here. Playing Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Blaze Blue as of lately as well. So yeah, having a good time. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.